Thank you so much for joining us for another edition of Share Your Story. As I always ask, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you like this video, we ask that you share it at the end. I am super excited because I have the greatest OP ever here with me today. I have the privilege to be sitting here with the wonderful Heather McAndrew.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you. That's so nice.
Yes, thank you so much for taking this opportunity to talk with me today.
Absolutely.
Yes, and I want them to learn something about you today.
Okay.
Yes. You ready to get started?
I'm ready.
All right. Well, we shall do it. As I always start every interview, how did you choose real estate, or did real estate choose you?
Great question.
Okay.
I think real estate chose me.
Really?
I was always in customer service fields.
Okay.
You know, always taking care of people one way or the other and enjoying interacting with people.
Okay.
And when it was time to find another house,
Mm-hmm.
I found the house.
Okay.
And I drove out there and I called the listing agent and I said, oh my gosh, this is perfect. What do I need to do for us to buy the house?
Okay.
When I
Well,
met,
can I stop you right there and
Yep.
ask a question? Was this at the time before there were buyer's agents?
you know, it was right at the time,
Okay.
just about the time they were introducing agency, just before
Okay.
agency.
Okay.
So this was 1992, 93.
Okay. All right.
Finding this house, the real estate agent and I clicked, and
Okay.
she said, oh my gosh, you have to come to work for me.
Really?
I was 6 months pregnant. By the time we closed in the house,
Yeah.
7, almost 8, and I'm like, I'm taking off to have
Right.
this baby for a little
Right.
while. She said,
Right.
I will wait.
Really?
And so after a while, she kept calling, are you
Okay.
ready? Are you ready? And yes, I went to work
Okay.
for Amy Pomerantz, who is a very large
Really?
team.
Yes.
She has a very large team in Durham. She's
Yep.
now with Keller Williams.
Mm-hmm.
And I helped her, she and I
Wow.
put together
Wow.
all her systems
Really?
and tools, and I got my license there.
Okay. So pregnant at the time, and real estate actually did choose.
It did
you.
choose me. I thought, this is intriguing,
Okay.
and she and I clicked very well.
Okay. Okay. That's awesome.
I was very driven, and so was she. So her
Mm-hmm.
her strong,
Yeah.
drive didn't bother me.
Okay. Okay. Well, I have to ask this. All right. So didn't know anything about real estate. Obviously, new to it. What was your first year like in real estate?
So very interesting. We were at Coldwell Banker at the time,
Okay.
and I learned, it's still customer service and taking care of people.
Okay.
When you show that you want the best for them,
Sure.
the business just comes.
Mm-hmm.
Yet I also learned in the industry the way that business operation worked, and that nothing against them, that's their model. It was very much, how do I want to say, they were in competition with themselves even in the office.
Okay. Okay. Among the agents.
Among the agents.
Okay.
We had to put everything away
Really?
and lock stuff up because someone might take your information, and I'm like,
wow. That was interesting.
that was, are people really like that?
Okay. Okay. Did you find that to be true? That people really were like that at that time?
I didn't think so.
Okay.
I got along with most everybody at that office,
Okay.
and yet I can see where some of that animosity came because it was very much a corporate top-down
Okay. Okay.
ran kind of business.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. So first year in real estate was you worked it because you were with someone who was already doing this, so you were able to hit the ground running. All right. So my next question is this. When did you know that, okay, I have fallen in love with this thing called real estate? Did that happen in the beginning or as you went along in your career?
I think in the beginning, I would say that first couple of years with Amy and getting licensed, I decided, I really like this.
Okay.
And I decided to go out on my own. Very much respectful of Amy. I didn't want to compete with her.
Okay.
And a previous coworker was now a manager of an independent real estate office in Mebane.
Oh.
And he said, you should come work here.
Okay.
Why don't you come work here?
Okay.
Please come work here.
Okay.
So I came to work to a town I didn't live in, didn't go to church in, kids didn't go to school, didn't know anyone.
Okay.
And quickly thrived.
All right. I love that. So you went from the Durham market to the Mebane market. Obviously, a difference there. Okay. So what happened after that? So you went to work for this manager of an office in Mebane. What happened with your career? I know you thrived, but somehow you're at Keller Williams now. How did that happen from Mebane to Keller Williams? What was that transition like?
I took everything I learned and created my systems. I was probably the second real estate agent to have an assistant. I was so busy. I was okay, do you remember what a bag phone is? If you
Absolutely.
don't, look it up. I had a bag phone.
They did exist. Okay.
They did exist.
They were actually in a bag.
So I did a lot of business, and the owner of that firm was very smart, learned a lot, but very much old school. And he had the manager that I knew. Things that I learned is they didn't have a website. I made them do a lot of things. We got to get a website. We got to be found on the map. We need more than one fax machine. We're busy. I helped them evolve their business. And that was probably me pushing for our whole firm to be better.
I see.
In a transaction, I met the Cindy Hurdle-Isley Realty Group. Cindy was a pioneer in Alamance County, the first agent to have an assistant and a team, and she went out on her own. At the time, there was no franchises. All the real estate companies were independent. Right. They were
boutique type.
Yeah, just local ownership. And she went and did her own little group. And I had a transaction with one of her agents. And they'd been talking about expanding. And her agent said, you really need to talk to Heather. And I was already, in the top 5 on the board. And thought, she called me. I said, sure, I'll meet with you. She told me all about her vision. What she had learned about Keller Williams. And I was excited. I loved where I work, yet there was things I didn't. There was a lot of preferential special treatment. Everyone had different splits in compensation and
I remember that.
Everyone was not treated equally, not treated the same. And so when she explained Keller Williams, I'm yes, I want to learn more. And we met with the OP of the Durham office. Met
with the OP of the Durham office, and obviously created a firm in the Mebane area.
We did. We started as a business center.
An extension of
the Durham.
Correct. All right. Very good. All right. So how did that business center evolve into a market center? And then you got to tell us how you went from Mebane to now Burlington, Hillsborough, and Mebane. I know that's a lot. That's a tall order.
And how much time do we have?
I'll try to be condensed version.
The condensed version.
But the good version.
Well, the interesting thing was, of course, this is the Mo Anderson story. I got to meet Mo.
Yes.
In creating the business center, we had to go to Austin to Keller Williams headquarters and go to something called Franchise Systems Orientations. They teach you all about how they would like the franchise to run, how they think best practices, which is wonderful. They share all the good, the bad, and the ugly. Don't learn from us, do it better. Let's tell you how we feel. And she said, well, don't worry, I've got a place for us to stay. We'll just rent a car because it's out at my friend's house. Well, It was at Mo Anderson's house.
Her friend was Mo Anderson.
I ended up spending 4 days at Mo Anderson's house. We got to, sleep over. I can remember it. So the one thing that sticks in my brain is we were in our pajamas with Mo Anderson in the living room and talking about our venture. And Mo says, "Now, honey," and you can just see her, right?
Right.
"You know I don't like business centers. However, if you promise me you will make this work, I'll let you do it."
Here we are.
And here we are. So I never forget that conversation.
Wow.
Because we had a lot of ups and downs.
Okay.
We ended up learning, failing forward in our path, and split from the Durham office to become our own office.
Okay.
Realized after a little while, it was harder to get agents to come to Mebane than we thought.
Okay.
Burlington was the hub,
Gotcha.
and there's some brick wall, I don't know if you've seen it, runs north to south in Graham, it's about 80 feet high. They couldn't come to Mebane. It was just too far.
Yeah, about 10, 15 minutes is too far.
I think. Our landlord where we were sold his building. So it was a blessing in disguise.
How about that?
We had less than 60 days to move.
Really?
We had to find a place.
In 60 days.
Yeah.
And find the place, be out, and move in.
And move in.
Right.
So Rick Gunn was amazing.
Okay.
We met with him, and he eventually joined us as well. He helped us find this current location.
Okay. All right. How about that?
Yeah.
All right. So you're going strong, obviously. A little shy of 300 agents. What's your vision? Where are we going? Where are you going?
Real estate and the way we do it has changed so much. Right. We used to fax offers, right?
Right.
And then we get
and hand deliver
all that. So again, you have to adapt, and learn, and change.
Sure.
I see us filling a big need between Triangle, between Virginia and South Carolina, this whole central North Carolina, because we can do business more virtually. I know COVID forced us.
Sure.
Yet we know if you're doing business, you're meeting with your clients.
Yeah.
You don't have to be in the office.
You don't have to
I was rarely in the office.
Right.
I was at their house.
Right.
We'd meet at Starbucks, McDonald's, wherever we needed to meet.
Right.
So I see us serving a lot more agents, helping a lot more, helping our existing agents grow their business. Sure. And helping a lot more.
All right. As well as filling in those gaps.
Filling in those gaps.
Yeah. All right. Very good. So I got to say this because you are very successful in your business. And successful as an OP. So thank you for being a wonderful OP. Thank you so much. So that's an operating principle in case you didn't know. All right, so have to ask you this. There's a new agent starting in business. They don't know what to do. They haven't been exposed. But you've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly and all points and experiences in between. What would you say to that new agent who was getting into business at this particular time in this particular market? If you could look right there in that camera and have a conversation with them, what would you say?
Learn. Go to every event, training event you can go to. In the market center, in the region, nationally, go to classes. I was constantly going and learning everything I could all the time. And I said classes, the conventions, learn from others. The best thing I think about the conventions when we could do them in person. Sure. And now virtually on Zoom, we meet people doing our masterminds. Right. Is to learn from them. Right. You see somebody who's doing something and you go, oh, I wish I was. Right. Call them. Go visit them. See what they're doing. Learn. Go with an experienced agent on appointments.
That's a good idea.
It's not going to come to you. You can't just sit there and expect it to come to you. You have to put yourself out there. And as much as we say it's not about the money, if you are helping others, because
Sure.
I don't think you ever sell anyone a house.
Right.
You help them buy.
Right. I
And
like that.
Yeah, if you are helping others, they will want to help you.
I love
My
it.
business quickly turned into repeat and referral business because, yes, I helped them, and then I stayed in touch with them and helped their relatives and their friends, and it would just
Evolve from there.
evolve from there.
How about that? So it sounds like what she's saying is, although the industry and the actual markets change,
It's
the
still
way
people.
you do business, there's a foundation for that. She mentioned repeat referral business, which says you use systems to keep in contact.
Yes.
So what you did then is the same as what should be done today.
Absolutely. Staying
love
in
it.
touch with people.
I
I
love it.
think that is so key. And it's not just, oh, do you want to buy and sell another house for me? How are you? How are the
Right.
kids? How's that new
Exactly.
car? How's the dog?
Exactly. It's relational.
It is so much.
Relationships. Well, you heard it here from I'm telling you, I say the famous Heather McAndrew. I am so excited that you are here. This is an honor for me to do. So thank you for taking the time to chat and to talk to us and tell us about your journey from beginning real estate to where you are now. And she's met McAndrew. Okay, who is our culture, queen, guru. Absolutely. So if you don't know who that is, you should. Shame on you. But go find out who she is. Again, thank you for joining us on this episode of Share Your Story. As always, like, comment, and subscribe. And if you enjoyed this video, share it with someone. Hopefully it can be of benefit to them. There is also a fun side, a side of Heather McAndrew that is outside of Keller Williams. So we just said something here. Money and motorcycles. What else is there? All right, so what do you do for fun, Heather? You got to show us that side of you outside of KW. What is it like being Heather?
Being Heather?
Yes.
I have an awesome little puppy dog, although he's not little, he's 70 pounds.
No, that's not small.
No, but my golden doodle and I have fun.
Okay.
He's kept me great company throughout
Okay.
COVID.
Okay.
And exercise, get me up and moving.
Yes.
Mama, I got to go for a walk. So that's good. I
Okay.
have two grandsons
All right.
who are 2-year-olds and a 2-year-old and almost 5, and they are the love of my life.
Yes.
I have so
one of
much fun.
those.
Yeah, they're so much fun.
They are.
They're so much fun. We should have had them first.
I know.
Right?
We
So-
I should have.
I like the beach. I like
Yep.
the mountains. I like hiking.
Okay.
I like boating, and I like
Really?
motorcycles.
Motorcycles.
And yes, I have my own
Okay.
that I can ride myself.
Okay. That may have been a little dig at me because I don't have my own, but I love sitting on the back. I keep threatening though, Heather, to take the Harley class. You know, you can take the class
Yep.
in Durham, and then once you're done, you're guaranteed to get your classification for motorcycles. And I keep threatening my husband that I'm going to do it. But no longer is it a threat. I'm coming for this one. I want to be like Heather when I grow up, so I'm going to have to do that. So motorcycles, what kind do you have?
Right now, I just have a Honda because it's smaller.
Okay.
I may work myself. I haven't ridden in probably 10 years.
Really?
Life happened.
Sure.
You know, things
Sure.
happened. And now I'm back on. So
Okay.
I'm going to work my way up to something else
Okay.
after I put some miles on this baby.
All right, she's going to put some miles on it. So maybe when I get my classification, we can
You
put
can
some.
have mine.
Yeah. Yes.
You can
I
practice
got to do it. I got to do it. I'm going to do it. Now
Yeah,
that
anyway.
Heather, I got to do it now. See, Heather has gotten me. I got to do it. So money, motorcycles, the puppy, the grandkids.
So I did not grow up with money. So
Okay.
Unlike, I don't know
Yeah.
what people think.
Okay.
But we were very poor.
Okay.
And, you know, abusive household kind of thing.
Okay.
So when I was out,
Uh-oh.
when I was able to drive and my license, and I was out working
Okay.
and graduated and, you know, went off to college. And I, you know, might have instilled a good work ethic in me.
Okay.
Because I had
Okay.
to.
You had to.
I had to. I met my
Right.
husband in college.
Okay.
And then we moved to North Carolina.
Okay.
And
From where?
from near Buffalo, New York.
Okay.
Yeah, upstate New York.
That's where all the Buffalo paraphernalia
Yes,
comes
I'm a
from.
big Buffalo Bills football fan.
That's the only part of Heather that I wish she would change, okay? But I haven't convinced her yet. I don't think I'm going to.
Nope. Sorry, instilled in a young age there. So we worked really hard, and we saved lots of money, made money. My husband made lots of money. What he was doing, me too. We put it away.
Yeah.
I will tell you though, when I came to Keller Williams, it kind of changed my life.
Okay.
There was a lot I learned. Again, going to Bold, even before that, going to various financial learning. I learned a lot.
Okay.
And that's where we learn to invest in real estate.
All right. Okay.
And be able to get a financial planner to help us with things. Opened our eyes. If you don't have a will, get your estate done, please.
Right.
All the things that you learned. Keller Williams really helped us propel to be able to be financially free.
Gotcha.
So again, go to classes, learn from others as much as you can.
You heard it.
It's good to be able to have that life by design and donate. I donate a lot of money to different things as well. So do whatever your cause, whatever you want to do. There's nothing wrong with earning a lot of money because money is good for the good it can do.
That's right. That's right. So money is not evil. It is not evil. It's the people and how they use it can be the problem there. These are words of wisdom here. And it reminds me of an old commercial that says, we make money the old-fashioned way. We earn it.
We earn it.
So you earned the little nest egg and fortune that you have.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And that's the way it should be. That's the way it should be. Well, thank you, Heather, for sharing a little bit of the fun facts and about you. So I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
Yes, you've heard it here. She's fun.